How's it going, everybody? I'm Slav-in-a-tor-ski and welcome to the channel. And I have something else special for you now that has been released just a few days ago of the time of me recording this. And we're going to get into this because I think everybody will like it. But like usual, first I just want to say if you do enjoy firearms review, some gaming stuff, things like that, subscribe to the channel. I have something new coming out every month. And if you do find anything informational or helpful or even just entertaining, a like is always super appreciated. Alright, so I picked this one up at my local gun shop. And as you can see, this is the Ruger Max 9. This is part of their series to compete with the SIG P365. And this is their competition part of, well, they're not competition pistol, but their competitive entry into the market. So you see, you get Ruger's usual white box. Once you open it up, here we have, oops, this is the optics plate. You can feel the screws in there. There's an Allen key. Let me go ahead and open that up and show you what's inside of there. I don't think it's the plate, actually. I think it's just the screws. There you go. So it looks like some spacers and an Allen key. Drop those back in there. Alright, so what this says on here: when installing an optics reflex sight, remove small pins from the sealed envelope using a tweezer or a small needle nose plier. Insert the two pins into the rearmost holes in the cutout closest to the rear sight. The pins will be a slip fit and drop into the holes when lined up properly. In the event you want to remove your optics reflex sight, the pins can remain in their locating holes, and the optics cover can then be reinstalled using the supplied cover screws. These instructions do not apply to the Holosun HS407K or HS507K. The pins are not required in those cases. Alright, so there is a little bag that everything is in. I already took it out of the bag, so it's going to get thrown away. Here is the book that comes with it, Ruger Max 9. All the information, you have nice black and white high-def photos. Makes it easy to see what you're talking about here. Here we go, the magazines, how to take those off. Oh, I should say the plate covers. Takedown pin, all of that. Here's more about the reflex sight mounting. Now, the Ruger Max 9 pistol slide has been machined to allow the direct mounting of a micro red dot reflex sighting systems. Suitable optics include those of a J-point type mounting pattern utilizing the M4 by 0.7mm thread screws. So it shows you, like I said on there, that's the actual instruction where those drop pins go. So interesting how they're doing that. You do get a branded cable lock. Looks like it even has a serial number with it. I wonder if that's the serial number of the pistol. You get two magazines. This one is a 10-round magazine. You do get the pinky extension since that one is a flush fit. You get a chamber flag. The pistol itself complete with a headband. And that is it inside of the pistol. I wonder, is that the same serial number if they attach them to it? No, just the model number, I suppose. Okay. So let's go ahead and put the headband where it belongs. There we go. Alright, so let me clean up my mess. We'll be right back. Alright, so I just cleared everything off. Basically, I just pushed it out of the view of the camera, so I'm still messy. But let's get straight into this nice close-up. Release. Alright, first off, take the mag out. Make sure everyone knows everything is safe. Alright, so this is the Ruger Max 9. Nice up close. This is a very good looking gun. It's like I saw both of these, or this one and the Smith & Wesson at a shop, snatched them both up at the same time. Really like it. And the gun shop owner was also very excited about this one. He was asking me to kind of give him some feedback on it after I get a hold of it. But you'll see, very, very nice. So let's go over the features like we normally do. Starting at the bottom, you do have a spacer here. So if you want to put the flush mag in, it fits nice and flush. You don't have a little space in the back here. So it's kind of nice they include that. That's how it looks flush. That's how it looks with the extended. And you'll notice it ejects the mags quite well. I have to actually catch them, so that's nice. And of course the pinky extension, if you're going to put that on there, it goes on just like that. And all you do is just push that little pin, slide this forward, put this on, good to go. Of course, making sure you're keeping your thumb on there because that spring will shoot out. Get that spacer back. All right, so back to the pistol. You'll see it has the standard kind of Ruger grip. Now, nice thing about that grip, let's get up close. See how nice and gravelly that is? All the way around. And even on the front. So it's very grippy with that. You can pop out, let me get that focus back. You can pop out this bottom piece if you wanted to, this plug, by just putting a pin in there and pulling this out. The magazine ejectors right here, it is serrated, so it's easy to push it out. It is not ambidextrous, but you can reverse it if needed. There is a frame-mounted safety. Red is dead, white is good. It's only on one side. This is very comparable to a large LCP if you haven't noticed that already. Very, very similar. Slide release, slide catch is on one side. Here you'll see where the takedown pin is inside of there, very much like an LCP. There is no rail up front, but it is nice and beveled. And on front of the trigger guard, you do have serrations to make it easier if you want to put a finger up there when you're going to shoot. Very, very nice. You have front and rear slide serrations. So that's already a plus on that alone, because you can press check it that way. Or grab on the rear like I do, super simple. Grab it this way if you wanted to, either way. On the right side, notice very nice looking. There are no controls on the right. The sights, you have blacked out rear. It's kind of ball and cup sort of, because you'll see the cutout of the cup. Then on the front, you have this tritium as well as fiber optic sight. I actually have that same sight on my HK. P30SK, almost forgot the model number. That is an awesome front sight. If you have a chance to get these sights on any of your pistols, do it. You won't be disappointed, and you can order them on Amazon. Super bright, super easy to see. Awesome. You have your plain back plate over here. On top you can see, here is the plate for the optics cover. So you can remove that and put any red dot on there that you want. So super, super nice. Now let's get into the trigger. So I know everybody wants to see what that's about. So you'll notice on the trigger, it does have a trigger blade safety. And you have to make sure you push on that trigger blade to pull it all the way back. Now the manual safety disengages the trigger, and also it locks the slide. So when that trigger or that manual safety is engaged, you can't move the slide or the trigger. Now let's go ahead and get into that trigger pull. So it's a lot of take up, so you get to here, a little more, and the wall. So the wall sneaks up on you. Let me do that again. So I'm not talking. It's not super, super crisp. Right here. So you have some take up, then you have a little bit more harder take up, and you break the trigger. Then the reset is right there. So the reset is a little bit before the break. So let me do that again. Break. Reset. Break. So you get an idea how that works. Probably won't be the fastest shooting out of all of them, but it's still not bad. And that trigger does feel good. I like the way it's curved out like this. Very nice trigger. Now you'll notice something about this trigger guard as well. You do have a little bit of a cutout here for your finger. This trigger guard is shaped almost exactly like the P365. Almost exactly. I could show you that in a minute. But all in all, a great firearm, a great feeling firearm, beautiful front sight. I absolutely love it so far. But we'll be right back. Alright, so full disclosure, I was loading up my magazines with my Mag Lula. Review pending. And the 10 rounder loaded up perfectly fine. But the extended bottom one did not. So what I did to fix it, and what was happening is the follower, I've had this happen before, was getting stuck about, I don't know, about a third of the way down. So what I did to fix it is I took my handy dandy magazine tool. On the bottom here, all you got to do is push that down. It's a little button. Push that down, and you can slide the bottom plate off. Now notice I kept my thumb there. That's why I kept my thumb there. When you do that, you can pull out the magazine spring, follower, everything. Excuse me. Once I did, I put it back in. It reseated itself. Then you just push that back down. Take the base plate. There's little rails right here, little itty bitty ones. You're going to push that down, make sure everything's inside. Line that base plate up on the rails, push it back on, good to go. That's all you need to worry about. And we'll see if it does it again. I'm going to record that live on camera. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so looks like we can fit 12 into this magazine. All right, I thought I had fixed it, but after unloading it, here's the same issue. The follower gets stuck down inside the magazine. There we go, I fixed it that way. So we're going to try loading it again and see if the issue persists. Alright, back to the Mag Lula. If you haven't noticed, I actually do really love this. Best $35 I've ever spent. Alright, so there's 1, 2. Okay, it sounded like it messed up again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so we got 12 rounds in again. Now I'm going to unload it on camera and see if it does the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so I guess that fixed it this time. I'll keep you updated if it keeps messing up during the review. Alright, so this part comes the part of the review where we weigh everything. So we have the firearm. It is clear. Nothing in there. No optics or anything like that on it. I filled up the magazine with 12 for the extended mag. And we have 10 in the base mag. So first off, pistol by itself is 1 pound, 0.3 ounces. So pretty light. Now, if you're wanting to carry extra mags, this will give you an idea how much weight you're putting on yourself while you put these on your belt, pocket, however you want to carry. 10 round mag, 6.5 ounces. 12 round mag, 7.5 ounces. And I really do like how they have the logo engraved on there. That's pretty nice. Good looking mags. So, safety is on. Load up the 10 round mag in the pistol. You're looking at 1 pound, 6.8 ounces. 12 round mag in the pistol. You're looking at 1 pound, 7.8 ounces. Actually, let me do the plus one. So that's with the 12 round mag plus 1 pound, 8.2 ounces. 10 round mag, plus 1 is 1 pound, 7.2 ounces. So you kind of have an idea of what you're looking at if you want to carry this as well as some extra magazines. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to show you how to get inside of this thing to clean it out. You know, oil it, clean it, get all the gunk out of there. Now, it's a little different than a lot of firearms. You're going to need a punch of some sort because you need to get in here to punch out that pin. If you have an LCP already, you kind of know what's going on here. So you have to grab it in a way to where you can line up this half circle with the half circle inside of there, just like that. So, doing that, of course, want to make sure everyone knows this is safe. I've already taken everything out of it that you have to worry about. So, that's lined up. On this side, you're just going to push that through. Easier said than done, I know. It is brand new, so it is quite a bit of a pump. There it goes. Easy way to do it. Just push down right there. So I'll show you what I did again. Push that back in. Line that up in there. There you go, just like that. That little retaining pin comes out. Then you can pull this apart. Now, you do need to pull the trigger to separate it. So you can see all the goodies in there. I like that there's nice long guide rails on this. Very simplistic internals. On this side, you have a dual recoil spring assembly, and it is captured. Awesome. So you don't have to worry about things flying around. Then you have the barrel. See how it has a very unique design. Looks like I got to polish that feed ramp a little bit. Good looking. And the inside of the slide. Very simple. Nothing too crazy. But once you are done cleaning things, you're just going to put it back together like that. The guide rails are going to line right up onto the rails. So once you get it on there, you're going to push it all the way back. Hold it back just enough so you can get this little pin guy right in there. Takes a little work walking around and practice, but once you're done, you're going to push that pin all the way in. And once that pin's in, you can move this protector up. That was the part I didn't show at the beginning, is you have to pull this little kind of cover down to get at it. But once you're done, you can push it back up. It's not the easiest thing in the world to move, but there you go, and that keeps it. Check for function, no issues, so you're good to go. Not too bad. It is a little different, but again, like I said, if you have an LCP from Ruger already, you kind of know what to expect. All right, and there you have it. A nice, very simple firearm. Very much a contender for the SIG P365. I love the sights. This is a good feel to it. I love how, now this is one of the things I commented, and the gun shop owner actually kind of pointed out to me too. When you look at the top of this looks like a thick boy. Like that sucker looks thick. Now it mainly looks like that because most of these are beveled off this far, but to get that plate on there, they did not bevel it here. So it makes it look a bit thicker, and I don't mind that. It kind of makes it look beefy. This is a very good looking firearm. It's kind of like a LCP on steroids, and I know I've mentioned them LCPs quite a few times, but that's kind of what this is. Now, actually, let me do a little bonus before I, excuse me, before I pop out of here. Let's go ahead and show what it looks like underneath that plate, shall we? It's definitely secure, so let me make sure I do this. I don't want to mess it up. Whew. Okay, broke that one loose. So you're going to want to make sure to be careful that you don't strip these, but you are going to put a little bit of force in it to break them loose from the initial There we go. So once they're broken loose, you can kind of check these out. Looks like they had a bit of Loctite on them. Again, I love that Ruger put their logo right there. It's kind of cool looking. But that's what it looks like underneath. Yeah, you can see the Loctite on the screws. But I'm going to put that on for now because I do not have a sight for this. Well, I have a sight I could use, but it is on my FNX. And that's not coming off my FNX. That's my nice home defense setup. I'll see about getting a couple more, maybe those hollow suns. I really like those. Maybe I'll get a couple more of those so I can slap them on these firearms. Make sure it's nice and snug. Alright, that's it. So you get kind of a look of what it looks like underneath. But all in all, awesome firearm. Awesome sight. I love that they put that, I think it's a True Glow sight on the front. I guess it looks a lot like my True Glow I have. Model number on it is HZH319. Maybe it's a serial number. Looks like a model number maybe. But my True Glows on my HK P30SK look exactly like that. Awesome sights because you have the fiber optic and tritium both. Best of both worlds in my opinion. Love this firearm, love the looks of it, love the feel of it. Trigger feels really good. I would highly suggest this to anyone that is possibly interested in it. Go ahead and pick it up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Very, very nice pistol. And a great price point too. But that's all I have for today. I don't want to get this too lengthy because my videos always get kind of lengthy and I can't help it sometimes. I'm trying to work on that, I promise guys. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe this helped you make your decision between this and a couple others. And if it did, I hope it did. But let me know what you think in the comments section. I know there's accessories on Ruger's website for this. They're kind of basic right now, but you can get the red dot on top, hollow sight, whatever you call it, directly from them. You can get replacement sights, pins, everything that you might need that you might lose or break. They are available on Ruger's website. I already double checked. But yeah, let me know. Did this help you decide you want to get it? Did this help you decide maybe you don't want to get it and something else? Do you already have it? How do you feel about it? Do you love it? Let me know in the comments section. I definitely want to talk about it and have a conversation in there. I love hearing from you guys, and I love kind of discussing the differences in opinion, the different accessories, what you think, stuff like that. It's really cool. And I do try to stay active in those comments and keep a discussion going with everybody. But that's all. So I hope everyone out there has a great one. Stay safe. Keep your family safe. And remember, stay on target with your goals. Don't let them go for anything because they are yours and you deserve to reach them. But I'll talk to you guys again in the next video. And until then, take it easy.